Broadcasting from Silicon Valley, California, this is Conversations with Jennylyn.
Thank you for watching Conversations with Jennylyn. As always, I try to bring you lots of different conversations. Always, the goal is to inspire, encourage, and make your life better in any way that I can, along with my guest. Since we've been living in times of COVID-19, we have been locked up at home, and a lot of us haven't been able to continue with our normal daily activities because we've been restricted. And so today, I thought my guest would be a great value add to the segments I bring you because he has some interesting inventions to share with us. Today, my guest is Mr. Al Marquez, and he is the inventor of the TuBall and the TuBelt. And I cannot wait to share those with you because these are things or I don't want to call them toys, but there's instruments that you can use while you are at home to stay fit and healthy. Welcome to the show, Al.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. So Al, you've been busy bringing lots of inventions to the world and currently to the United States that you are going to be sharing globally very soon. And so today I wanted to share your TuBall and your TuBelt with my viewers so they can learn how they can benefit from using the ball and the belt. So do you want to start with your TuBall?
Yes.
You want to tell us about it and your motivation for it?
Yes. I invented this product and got a patent in 2019, and the patent was a full patent, and there is different parts of the patent. Let me introduce you to a patent. This is the United States patent, and it took me over 3 years to get this patent.
Congratulations.
I will open up the page so you guys can take a look at this. This patent, let me see, covers multi material that all the way from the TuBall, the belt, and all the way to the full body exercise. And it starts off with the belt. Oops, sorry. Starts off with a belt. And once you have a belt, once you have a belt, then you put on the TuBalls. And the TuBalls are like what you see up here on the wall. And so you put them on this belt, or you can put them on your foot, arms, to get a full body workout. Let me show you. We have different resistance.
So you have 3 different balls, and each ball offers a different amount of resistance.
I have 4 different resistance. We have blue, red, yellow, and green.
Can you tell us the resistance that each color represents?
Yes. Let me put this down so I can kind of explain to you. This is the yellow. The yellow is good for seniors. It's good for rehabilitation. Doctors love this. As a matter of fact, I have an endorsement from a doctor, and also good for kids. Love it, and so this is really good. That's my lowest resistance. So it's a standard band with a ball and a strap in the bottom. And so that's number one. And this is the green. And the green is great for fitness. Fitness gyms use them. Before the epidemic hit, we had them in 8 gyms, exclusive gyms, high-end gyms, and they were doing weekly routines until everything hit. So this is the red. The red is very good for anybody that wants a little more tension. I love the red because that's just great for me. We all have different bodies, and so this is good for a strong guy, not very strong guy, medium to strong, and it's good for strong ladies. Some certain ladies like a little stronger than the green. I decided to have a blue because I noticed that some of the guys said, you know what, isn't this kind of for ladies? I mean, I don't be disrespectful, by the way. I'm just telling you what was told to me. And so I said, okay, let me try this. So I give it to people to try this. And so they would pump about 3-4 times. And these are big bodybuilders. This is not for everybody. The blue is not for everybody. So it's very strong tension. So
what I'm hearing you say is if you're not very strong, don't try the blue.
correct. Correct. That's
Got it. So Al, before you continue, can you tell my viewers why and where the idea to invent this ball? Where did it come from?
Originally, I'm a tennis player, and I would go to the gym and I would play tennis. I practiced tennis before the before the epidemic hit, at least 3 or 4 times, or sometimes 5 times, 6 times, because I play competition tennis. And I really wanted to improve my serve. I belonged to, at the time it was called Club Sport Fremont. And it's a high-end gym. And they have all the weights in the world. They have all the weights. And I would go in there and I said, well, I really want something that's simple that I can exercise at home, because when I, excuse me, when I go to the gym, I want to play tennis, and I play tennis for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And so I wanted something simple. And so I looked around, and I couldn't find nothing that I could use to improve my serve. I wanted to improve my serve. And that's the bottom line, what I did. And so then I came up with the TuBall, and I came up with a TuBall, and I started working out. I mean, it's kind of like you kind of can hold it back here. And after I played tennis, I would go home and kind of watch TV because you're resting after you play a couple hours, and I would just kind of go do this after tennis. Do you know that it improved my serve, where all of a sudden people could not return my serve? They're having problems with my serve. I'm not saying I'm a professional or anything, but for my club peers, they were saying, what happened, Al? Have you been working out? What have you been doing? And at the time, I was still keeping everything secret because I haven't had no patent and stuff like that. And I just said, oh, yeah. And all of a sudden I had a good serve, and I was, it made me actually proud. So it proved to me that this was a valuable product because it actually improved my serve. And I seen the results was when I was on the court and competition, by the way. We play competition against other clubs. I belong to the United States Tennis Association, and I've been playing leagues for over 20 years, and I play competitions against other clubs within the area. It's the United States Tennis Association has a really good following where at the end of the season we can go all the way nationals. We can play all the way against different states, and but you have to be really good, and so that's how involved I was in tennis.
You're crediting the success or the improvement of your game. You're crediting this to the use of the ball that you invented.
Yes, I'm crediting it the TuBall. Yes,
So
but
if
not
you're
only
someone watching my show, you want to get a ball if you play tennis. Basically, you want to go to Al's website and get one of these balls. It will improve your game.
yes, the TuBall will definitely improve your total fitness. Not only your serve, but it's a it's a full body fitness. I myself, completely frank, I myself I came up with around about 20 exercises, and but then I met one of the most famous fitness gurus. Her name is Kristen Johnson, and she's from Germany, but she has been doing fitness for over, I mean, all over the world. And she's a Nike Elite presenter, and she took this where I only had like 20, around 20 exercises, and she came up with exercises to do a total body workout. Amazing. She is, I mean, when I looked at the things that she was doing, and we have videos of all this, when I looked at things that she was doing, it was just amazing.
When you can't go to the gym, can you get a full workout from the privacy of your own home?
You can!
Hi, my name is Kirsten Johnson. I've been in the fitness industry for 35 years, and I've worked both in Europe as well as the United States. I became a Nike Elite presenter and traveled the world presenting fitness, total body conditioning, and various conditioning exercise programs. And today, I want to introduce you to the TuBalls. It's the latest product on the market, and I absolutely love it. Here's the reason why. It is very simple. It is a ball, it's a tube, and it's a handle. This simple exercise piece of equipment can train your entire body.
Got it. So Al, before you continue, can you tell my viewers why and where the idea to invent this ball? Where did it come from?
Originally, I'm a tennis player, and I would go to the gym, and I would play tennis. I practiced tennis before the before the epidemic hit, at least 3 or 4 times, or sometimes 5 times, 6 times, because I play competition tennis, and I really wanted to improve my serve. I belonged to at the time it was called Club Sport Fremont, and it's a high-end gym. and they have all the weights in the world. They have all the weights, and I would go in there and I said, well, I really want something that's simple that I can exercise at home, because when I excuse me, when I go to the gym, I want to play tennis, and I play tennis for an hour and a half to 2 hours, and so I wanted something simple, and so I looked around, and I couldn't find nothing that I could use to improve my serve. I wanted to improve my serve, and that's the bottom line, what I did. And so then I came up with the TuBall, and I came up with a TuBall, and I started working out. I mean, it's kind of like you kind of can hold it back here. And after I played tennis, I would go home and kind of watch TV, because you're resting after you play a couple hours, and I would just kind of go do this after tennis. Do you know that it improved my serve, where all of a sudden people could not return my serve? They're having problems with my serve. I'm not saying I'm a professional or anything, but for my club peers, they were saying, what happened, Al? Have you been working out? What have you been doing? And at the time, I was still keeping everything secret, because I haven't had no patent and stuff like that. And I just said, oh yeah. And all of a sudden I had a good serve, and I was, it made me actually proud. So it proved to me that this was a valuable product, because it actually improved my serve. And I seen the results was when I was on the court and competition. By the way, we play competition against other clubs. I belong to the United States Tennis Association, and I've been playing leagues for over 20 years, and I play competitions against other clubs within the area. It's the United States Tennis Association has a really good following, where at the end of the season, we can go all the way nationals. We can play all the way against different states, but you have to be really good. And so that's how involved I was.
You're crediting the success or the improvement of your game. You're crediting this to the use of the ball that you invented.
Yes, I'm crediting it the TuBall. Yes.
So
but
if
not
you're
only
someone watching my show, you want to get a ball if you play tennis. Basically, you want to go to Al's website and get one of these balls. It will improve your game.
Yes, the TuBall will definitely improve your total fitness. Not only your serve, but it's a it's a full body fitness. I myself, completely frank, I myself I came up with around about 20 exercises, and but then I met one of the most famous fitness gurus. Her name is Kristen Johnson, and she's from Germany, but she has been doing fitness for over, all over the world. And she's a Nike Elite presenter, and she took this, where I only had like 20, around 20 exercises, and she came up with exercises to do a total body workout. Amazing. She is, when I looked at the things that she was doing, and we have videos of all this, when I looked at things that she was doing, it was just amazing what she came up with. I'm so impressed, and it's a full body workout. She has classes. It's called conditioning and dynamic conditioning, and it's just fantastic. I took her classes before the pandemic hit, and I enjoyed it so much. And we had about almost between 20 to 30 students 3 times a week. it was so exciting, and I really enjoyed it. And now that we're going in a different color, I guess everything's color nowadays. It's going to start back up again, so they're going to have it again. So, um, and the reason why I really enjoy taking it, because I can see the people exercising. I can see it where they really enjoy it, and they really get a good workout. I mean, it's more than just saying here's a band. It's really a really good workout. And when you look at it like this, it doesn't look like too much, but when you see it in action, oh my goodness, it's so amazing. I mean, I'm humble. I mean, and I normally don't talk this way, but I really am impressed with the two ball.
So I am so grateful that you've done this ball, because I have spoken with people who've used it, and I've met Kristen. Let's talk about the doctors that you work with and why they have been working so closely with you.
I am working with the sports doctor. They do many. They're in Fremont, and they it's a family operation. Dr. RyanTing. His father is Arthur Ting, and he does operations for everything: hips, knees, shoulder. I mean, he's kind of famous. He's very famous. And Ryan Ting, his son, he's the one that does the physical therapy for everybody. But not only does he do physical therapy, he does advanced workouts for sports athletes. I mean, he's got people from all avenues. He's got professional baseball players. He's got professional soccer players. He's got professional the hockey team, part of the professional hockey team. I mean, I can name them all. And he's got college players, and so he uses the two ball, especially the yellow, on a daily basis. On his clinic, they get between 25 to 40 patients a day going through his clinic. It's a huge clinic. It's not like a mom and pop shop. It's a big clinic. He's got a gym there, and so it's a huge clinic. And he uses the two ball for everybody that goes through all his patients. He uses the two ball, and when he uses it, he can tell what the problem is and where to work on. He has many machines, but the two ball he uses every day, and it's pretty amazing. And he just loves it. And not only he also sees it as something that everybody should have, and he recommends people use it at home. And he gives it to his patients, and he can use it at home. And
So it's a part of their rehabilitation.
Rehab, and also
Staying fit.
Staying fit. And you cannot believe this gym and what he does. I mean, when I go in there, I'm so impressed. He's got professional athletes and regular people too. I mean, but he's got movements in there that you cannot believe. I mean, he is so amazing. I mean, I'm so impressed with what he has done, and he actually endorses and he uses it, and
so Al, tell us about the belt.
yes. After the epidemic hit, we came a little bit slow, and like everybody else, but for me, it turned out to be something that was very important because I could advance and I had time to work on the belt. Like I said, it started with the belt like this. And then, and here's the belt. Just imagine this straps here goes into your feet. Okay, so this, you put on the belt, and it goes into your feet. And when you put this on, right away you feel the tension, and it's so great that Dr. Ting says this is one of the most, I'm trying to think of the word he said. I mean, it's unbelievable. Right away, when I gave it to him to test it, right away, the next day he texts me and he says, "Al, this is big time." And I go, "Really?" He says, "What?" He said, "So send me a video." He says, he showed me a professional people using it, testing it for me. And he says, they love it. It works out too good. He says, I have a quarterback right here. And I'm in a high school, a college quarterback. And he puts himself in a position, and he says, it's hard to put yourself in. You have to kind of imagine that. And he throws it, and it's all from the body movement. It's all from the body movement. And he says he just loved it. I mean, I know that he loves
the belt. Is the purpose of the belt to work out your back and your legs? Which part of the body, or what parts of the body benefit from using that? And is it just for building strength? Is it just for exercise, or is it rehab, or is it all three?
All three. You snap the belt on, you put it straps on your legs, and you can do almost anything. When I mean almost anything, let's just start something simple. Walking. Just walking. If you know how most of us walk around the block just to get a little exercise. If you put this on and you just walk, you get exercise without even thinking about it. You get resistance because you're pulling on this thing here, and right away you get resistance just by walking.
So is it something you want to wear when you're going out walking to get your regular exercise, or is it something you use in your home to get the results you get?
Yes. Okay, let's start from the very, I mean, this is kind of a huge thing, by the way. Let's just start from the very beginning. Okay. I did some testing with a friend of mine, and we were talking about the TuBelt, and we're talking about and his wife says, can I use it while I'm cooking? I said, yeah. So she was cooking and she was using it while me and her husband had a meeting. And after, well, let's say about 40 minutes, we were talking and she'd been using it. She goes, I'm really getting a good workout just by walking around the kitchen, back and forth, my daily chores. And I go, wow. She goes, this is pretty amazing, you know. And we looked at that and I go, yeah, that's pretty good. And so, okay, that's the start. The secondary was Dr. Ting, and he just loves it, and he believes that we're going to be presented to a professional soccer team. And he's we're gonna put, we're actually gonna do some filming on Saturday, and we're actually gonna do a complete full exercise routine that's complete, that's dance and fitness routine that we're gonna do in his place on this Saturday, and so that's
What kind of price points, Al? What are the balls cost? What does the belt cost for anybody watching this who are interested?
yes. This costs $20.99. This one right here by itself, and of course we have discounts if you know, but there's coupons, but with, oh yeah. By the way, this is my box that it comes in. Let me just kind of do it slow so you can kind of can see it.
And what
And
comes in that box? The belt?
yeah, this is a TuBelt comes in that box, and this is actually a shipping box.
Okay, and can I
And,
ask you a question? The belt, each belt comes with a different cord, like the balls. So you can get a belt that allows you to do more intense exercises and lighter, just like you do with the ball. Is that correct?
yes, we have with the TuBelt, we have a blue, which as you can see here. We have a green, where you can see here. And we have a red.
Okay, so it comes in 3 colors.
Yeah, yes, and the professionals or the professional athletes or anybody that's really strong, has strong legs, uses the blue.
Is someone having problems with their back? Will this belt help them? As the doctor says, if this belt will help someone who is having back problems.
That I cannot say about the back because I'm not an expert on that. We have to ask the doctor that.
No, but that's what I was asking you. Has the doctor told you if it's good for people having back problems or no?
No, I haven't. I haven't asked him about that.
Okay.
What they have is leg strength and improving your leg strength, so you can carry yourself through life. You must have strong legs, and most of the people that I know start with the legs. Everything starts with the legs, and this definitely 100% improves the leg strength.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Thank you. Well, Al, thank you for all your great inventions and all the thoughts you've put into making these products to help us all either to become better athletes or to become stronger people.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
Yes, thank you. This gentleman, his name is William O'Rourke, very famous in Chile, dancing. He came in second, Dancing with the Stars. And his partner, they went to the Olympics, whatever the Olympics mean. I don't know what kind of, it's a kind of ballroom dancing. He actually shot a video yesterday with actually dancing moves with the TuBelt, and it's so fantastic, you cannot believe it. He believes, and we believe also, that the social dancing that he comes up with will be kind of a big thing. So I just want to introduce you to my other friend and that develop dance moves exercising using the TuBelt, and I'm so impressed. We will definitely get this information to everybody, but we just shot it yesterday, and so thank you very much, for everything.
No, sure. I'm really happy to share your products. I mean, the goal of Conversations with Jennylyn is to improve people's lives, inspire, encourage in every way possible. This is this is the point of why I do this. And since you have such incredible products that children, older adults, people who are not well, people who are well, these products, everyone stands to benefit from them when they're used correctly. So I thought it would be a great idea to share your inventions with the world. What do you have in mind for your company next? Because now you have 4 balls and 3 belts. What's next on Al's list of inventions to help us?
Well, right now, inventions are, I'm not really doing invention. I want to pursue the products that we have that I just showed you, and I would like to take them global. And by taking them global, I want some partner that can share my vision of, and it's a special partner that I would need that can see my vision and we could work together. And that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. And but there's many opportunities for all of us, and it's kind of really exciting times.
So Al, anybody watching my show that wants to contact you, please leave your contact information.
I sure will. Now or later or?
No, we're almost out of time.
Okay. You can call me at 408-876-0990, or you can go to my website. It's www.TuBallRx.com.
And what about an email address?
Well, yes, it's al.tuball@gmail.com.
Could you spell TuBall?
TuBallRx.com.
Thank you, Al. And before I go, is there a message that, or anything I didn't ask you that you want to make sure that people hear?
It's okay. No, the message is I'm hoping that this world goes back to normal, and that we all are safe and sound. And if I can help any way to help people exercise, I'm 100%. And because I believe that helping everybody will come back and help us too.
Well, thank you so much, Al. I'm so grateful that I was able to spend this time with you, bringing your products to people's awareness. And it is my hope that anyone watching this show will reach out to you and buy whichever one of these balls or belts they think will help improve their lives in any way. And thank you so much for putting thought into these products to help us all. And I wish you success with your company. I think it's going to do great because it sounds like you have products that can benefit everybody, including older adults and children. And again, I thank you for your time.
And thank you very much. I appreciate you so much that you do so much good to the community, and you're so appreciated. And I just want to tell you that from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Al. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching Conversations with Jennylyn. When a conversation is all you need to be inspired, and hopefully this conversation will bring you inspiration and physical fitness. Just reach out to Al and get one of these balls or one of these belts. I have one and it really works great. I just need to get me a belt now. And
yes, no problem. Just we'll reach out.
And I will see you next time.
Broadcasting from Silicon Valley, California, this is Conversations with Jennylyn.
Watching Conversations with Jennylyn, formerly known as The Jennylyn Show. And as always, I bring you fascinating people with fascinating stories. At least I try to, and I have in the past, and today is no exception. My guest, Brandon Watkins, is a Stanford University Children's Hospital employee who has just done something phenomenal.